Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from LA Fitness, just leaving this toilet. I'm telling you, man, damn a carnivore diet. I'm telling you right now, I just weighed in before I left. Of course, I just drank a gallon of water. I was so thirsty. 200 pounds. Okay, that's 10 pounds that you can lose, anybody, in a few days by stop eating and just eating meat, because you lose all this water or whatever fluid or whatever they call it you got in you. And that's where I've been for going on 2 months on the 29th. Today's the 21st. All right, another week. That can make a difference. But, I went with only eating the meat, and then I went with don't eat it all, fast. And then I went back to just eating whenever I want, whenever I'm hungry, but just the meat and the eggs. And last couple of days, maybe yesterday I ate a lot, but today, I don't know, made a couple of hamburger patties earlier, and I didn't make anything for breakfast. Trying to figure out what I ate today. Carnivore stuff. 200 pounds still. I think I actually put weight back on. It's becoming very annoying, this crazy. If it wasn't for the fact that I feel amazing, I would have thrown in the towel as far as trying to lose weight goes, because I was 210 pounds. That was the most I've ever weighed in my life. And I dropped to 10. I just weighed in at 202 in there. Of course, I drank a bunch of water, and I got my shoes on, and it's the end of the day. Whatever food I got in my belly that I had an hour or so ago, a couple of hamburger patties. I'm 200 pounds forever. 20 pounds is on me that needs to go. People say, well, you might look too puny. I don't know. I was looking at myself today with no shirt on, and I definitely need to be 10 more off somewhere. It's ridiculous. It's spread all out. You see these guys, of course they're really young. Well, even older guys, what am I saying? Doesn't matter what their age is. They got no body fat. They're lean, you know what I mean? They're like a pit bull. You see these dogs that look fat and flabby, and you got these dogs that look like nothing but a muscle. And that's the kind of body I want. I want a lean, taut body. And I don't necessarily care if I'm Mr. Muscle Bound, but body fat, I need to get rid of it. So there's nothing else worth trying, besides eating the meat, low carb. The most I ever lost in my life is I did the Atkins diet, which is really I guess it's the same damn thing. I was going and getting lunch meat. Now everybody's telling me, don't eat lunch meat, all that ultra processed and this and that. And there's probably truth to that, but I lost 30 pounds. I was 205 in those days. That used to be the most I ever weighed, was 205. And then a couple months ago, I was 210. A real house. And at 200, it doesn't seem like, anything to brag about. All right, you're down 10 pounds. Big deal. Anybody can lose 10 pounds. And 2 months, almost 2 months. I guess I'll have to wait till next week on the 29th, when it is my 2-month anniversary, to see, if I'm down another couple of pounds to make it 12. But, God, is it tough. I did the weights in there just now. That was good. It was really good. Those exercises I saw on YouTube. I did biceps and chest, several different exercises of each one. I did some squats. I did, 45 squats in there. One set I did holding a dumbbell, a 15 pounder. But most of them, believe me, just pushing this 200 pounds up and going down after like 10 or 15 of them, I'm a huffing and a puffing, buddy. That's a lot. That's a lot to push up with your legs, when you're, just getting going. It takes months. It takes years, right? Oh, man. It's hard work. It's so much easier to get fat. To sit and eat, take your pleasures. It tastes so good. You eat that sugar. You go get a donut or an Egg McMuffin in the morning with your coffee. Pour all the cream in there you want. Now, that's what I want to ask you. If you're telling me that I can't lose weight because I'm using that cream, heavy whipping cream, in my coffee, three to 5 cups a day, 2 in the morning anyway, at least, and then a couple in the afternoon. I don't think I do 5 a day. But you're telling me that when I gave up potato chips, bread, potatoes, white flour, rice, cakes, cookies, pies, I gave all that up, and just because I'm drinking cream and eating meat, I'm not losing weight, that one ingredient, that one product is doing more and stalling me as much as all those other crap foods? I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I'm not going to stop the cream. I've tried, 4 times to drink cowboy coffee. Yuck. In fact, if I made my mind up and convinced myself, or you could convince me, that the cream is the culprit. It's worse than bread and potatoes and cakes and pies and cookies all together. And you convince me of that, then I would quit it. And then I would quit coffee. I wouldn't drink it because I couldn't have my cream. So I'll be curious what the peanut gallery says about this cream. I've already had several people tell me about how much, million calories are in a thimble of the heavy whipping cream times so many cups a day, is equivalent to all the donuts, Egg McMuffins, 2 sandwiches, hamburger buns, and all that. And the vegetables with the inflammation and the cancer-causing dyes. That cream is doing all that? Come on. So what is it? Why can't I go below 200 pounds? Fred said you're not going to get below 2. You're not going to get 180. Your frame's too big. My frame, I'm 5'10". I'm an average height. I was 180 one time. I was 181. I liked the way I looked too. I was slim. I looked pretty healthy. I wasn't like necessarily muscular. I just, looked like I could wear any kind of clothes I wanted to hang on my back or put on my waist. I could wear. That was what was cool about it. Women are like that. They got these slim figures and they're like mannequins. They can go into any clothing store and put on any 0, 1, or a 2 or a size 3 and hanging on themselves, up to a 5, and they look good. And, me, I'm always that in between. I'm not a 36, but I'm not a 34, and they don't make 35s. When I get real low, they don't make 33s, and I got to buy 34s, and they fit too big, when I do get real skinny. I'm a 30-inch inseam, and if I buy a 32 because they don't make 31s, they're dragging on the ground. So I got this odd height and waist, 5'10", 34, 30. But we do what we can. And you can't believe a damn thing I say. I'm headstrong. And I'm committed. And I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing. But when the heck is it going to work? When am I going to see it? fasting and then not fasting, eat what you want, satiated, electrolyte, the whole thing. All these videos I'm watching, my whole life is revolving around a steak, an egg. Oh my gosh. A steak and an egg. What am I going to eat tonight? I got nothing except, I know what I got. I got a couple boiled eggs on the refrigerator door. I just took a shower before I went to the gym because I had grease on. I laid out in the sun today. I went to the beach, by the way, made a video, but I didn't put it up. I was in the beach. I was on the sand. I took my mask, snorkel, and fins. I was going to get some sun. I put my chair out there. As soon as I sat down, greased up. That's what I call putting oil on. As soon as I greased up, somebody put their barbecue grill out there. A big cloud came over the sun, and thunder was happening. No lightning, but thunder was cracking. And I left. I saw a lot of people starting to leave too. So I left, and when I got to the Ringling Bridge where I had just left from, before I went over to Lido Beach, where I was walking, and it was pouring down rain. Then when I got home here, it was hotter than a two-peckered polecat, and the sun was blazing, and I still had grease on me. So I put my chair out, and I tried to, get some color, because I'm pale. I look pale. And I'm a Florida boy. This is the lightest I've ever been. And you couldn't sit in that chair 5 minutes. I went inside, and I'm in the air conditioning trying to cool down. I don't want to overheat. I was putting something over my face, like a towel, and I was sitting out in the sun there, and I could feel myself starting to, go to sleep like under the gas, under the heat, putting me out. And I said, oh, okay, get up, go in the house. And then I came out one more session, and I had that grease on me most of the day. I was sitting on a big beach towel on my chair so I wouldn't get grease on it. And then finally I took a shower, got all cleaned up, and I said, go to the darn gym. You haven't been to the gym? I didn't go yesterday. Get those weights going. There's a police parked in over there. And do something. Go. And so I went, and now I've never sweated as much just lifting the weights. Normally you don't sweat at all, like on those machines. But I've been doing the free weights. Man, I'm wringing wet, my shirt. So got to go in and take another shower, freshen up. Then I'll have good self-esteem that I did something. I walked. I got, 5,000 steps is all today. No big deal. Somebody sent me a text, a comment yesterday, email or something. 18,000 steps. They walked almost 10 miles. That's 9 miles. And that's a lot of walking there. I know that Angel, she gets, she tries to do 10,000 every day. I still got these pants in here I got to take back to Walmart. But I did get an email today, a text from them, saying they did deliver late some more shorts that I bought that couldn't come over the weekend because I don't get deliveries here at the camper. They go to the mailbox, to the office. The office is closed on the weekends. So in case I have to return anything, I don't want to make 2 trips, so I'm just hanging on to these. I'm sure the shorts are going to be fine. And except if there's a color I don't like. It's hard to tell online. I bought like 4 pair, and one of them might be a color I really don't like, so I might return those. So that'll be something I'll do in the morning. What else I got to do in the morning? I got a little list going on that I'll pick up at Walmart. I need more water and stuff, eggs, things like that, and try to get more color. Go to the beach again, maybe. Walk. Same crap. Hot ass weather. Hot ass weather. I'll tell you one thing though. I'm really getting. I know it doesn't sound like it from my video here. I'm just kind of kidding around. I'm watching some more of these Billy Graham. Well, you know what it is? It's a channel. It's not Billy Graham's channel, and it shows Billy Graham's picture, and it's a synthesized AI voice that's not even an older Billy Graham. It's just kind of a hint of his accent. It's some copycat thing, and it's their own kind of, it's really a very positive thinking affirmation kind of a sermon than a typical, stereotypical biblical sermon. God wants you to be the best. God's got plans for you. God's going to see a breakthrough for you. You're going to make it. You're going to do it. You're being, worked in. He's working in you right now. Something big's getting out. I mean, it sounds good though. I love them. I do. And hey, a man is how he thinks. And if you put faith in something that it's true and it's got biblical basis, and you're a Bible believing person, God fearing man or woman, then you're gonna, believe it, versus just something that leaves God out of it and says, you can do it, you can do it. Those have never worked for me. I always got to have a biblical type, thing. Anyway, listening to a lot of those still. Moved off the carnivore videos, moved off the Anatoly things. They still pop up in my feed, but right now it's all John MacArthur, Billy Graham, Charles Stanley, Andrew Womack. You ever heard of him? He's pretty good. Andrew Womack's good. He's a real Bible scholar. He doesn't do no pump up stuff. It is, but it's all biblically based. He uses a chapter and verse for everything. He knows the Bible. He can rattle them off. That guy, he's amazing. So anyway, we're back here at the house. We're going in. We're going to get showered. We're at the big time RV park. We're in Sarasota, Bradenton, Florida. I guess we're crushing it.